What is up, Flutter devs? It's that time of year again. It's the end of quarter 2 and the beginning of quarter 3. So we're going to take a look back on what we did over the last few months and what we're going to do over the next few months. Jumping in first, I presented for the second time at Flutter Silicon Valley. This is a meetup that's held in downtown Palo Alto. If you happen to live in the area, Redwood City, Palo Alto, Mountain View, Sunnyvale, I hope you'll come on down and join us at the next one. I think the next one is scheduled in August, and I think it will continue being held in downtown Palo Alto. At least I hope it will, because that's really convenient for me. So if you come on down, I plan to present at all of these that I can. So if you come on down, you can see what I'm working on. We can compare notes on Flutter. If you don't live in the area, these presentations are posted to the YouTube channel for Flutter Silicon Valley after the fact. So go take a look. And yeah, I hope to see you there. But if not, you can still benefit from the presentations. All right. I also launched a series called the Flutter Clone Wars over the last quarter. The first thing that we cloned, and I guess I should say, what are the Flutter Clone Wars for those of you who haven't been watching? Well, we take a popular app. I take some effect in that app, some visual that you might see in animation, etc., and I show you how to build that in Flutter. The first one that we did is we took this price glitch effect from Robinhood. So when you're looking at a crypto in Robinhood and the price goes up or down, the price glitches green or red respectively. I showed you how to create that in Flutter. And then on a similar note, we also took this 80s style neon horizon effect also from the crypto section on the Robinhood app. I showed you how to create this animation in Flutter. And then finally, we took the reward tracker in the Starbucks app and we took just the floating stars out of that tracker, and I showed you how to create the floating stars in Flutter. In the next quarter, we're going to use these stars to actually create the entire reward tracker. I also realized that I've been showing the same website at superdeclarative.com since 2020, and it no longer really reflects what I'm doing with SuperDeclarative. At the time, I was working with Very Good Ventures on corporate training. They have since changed the direction of their organization. I was also working on putting together paid courses, but I eventually realized that, at least at this point in time, there just isn't a whole lot of money in the Flutter education market. Everybody kind of expects education for free, or they expect to pay $20 for a course that may have taken tens of thousands of dollars of time to put together. So I have since moved most of my super declarative effort to two things. One is free education on this channel, but the other is contract development, and more specifically, pixel painting. So I just deployed this new version of superdeclarative.com, and you'll see that it's focused on those two things. Number one, contract development, and number two, pixel painting. So if your company or your team would like me to come in and put together a special kind of widget or visual effect or user interaction, and if you'd like well-designed and tested APIs along with it, you can go to superdeclarative.com and reach out to me to see if I'm available to help. With that, we can look at quarter 3. The only thing I have on the docket at this point are 3 more entries in the Flutter Clone Wars series. So first, we're going to once again go to the Robinhood app, and I'm going to show you how to create this stack of news cards. You can drag them to the left and the right to dismiss them, and you go through this stack of news, and then you can start all over again. As I mentioned earlier, we're also going to take those floating stars for the Starbucks app, and we're going to work them into the complete rewards tracker, so then you can track all the coffees that you buy at a very high price from Starbucks. And finally, we're going to take the email entry part of the Gmail app. So when you're there on mobile and you're typing in an email address, you press space, the email address goes from text and becomes this chip that shows sometimes an image, sometimes it shows the first letter of the person's email address, and it then shows the name or the email address in the chip. Then you can enter another email address, type it in, press space, it turns into a chip. One of the difficult things here from a Flutter perspective is that when the user presses backspace on empty text, it actually needs to delete the previous email address, the previous chip that was created. I'm going to show you how to achieve that. We're probably going to use super text field because that's where you actually have the input method engine control that you need. In any event, we'll get into those details when we get there. So this is what I have planned for the next few months. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please go do subscribe so that you'll be notified when I release these. In fact, you should also hit that notification bell. And I'd appreciate it if you let others know that we're creating cool stuff here on this channel. We're cloning some of the most popular apps. We're cloning some interesting interactions that other people don't know how to create. So I show you how to do that here. And as I've mentioned previously, all these videos here on this channel are totally free. So there's not really any reason for you not to like, share, subscribe, etc. But with that, I will see you in about 3 months to recap what we've accomplished in Q3.